Hello and welcome back to another Give Local platform training session. Today we're going to talk about incentives. And I'm going to start out by showing you that there are several different incentives options that you can use, some of which will also be unfortunately unavailable for the purpose of Give Local. And that would be the rewards section, the challenges, and the sponsors. Please ignore those. Today we're going to instead talk about the heroes and the matches. Starting with heroes. Heroes are an incentive section that can be used to give special shoutouts on your story page to Give Local donors. You can also use this space to manually enter other supporters from outside of Give Local, such as sponsors of other events or business partners that you've worked with earlier in the year. In order to use this as a Give Local shoutout, you would simply choose a donation threshold of any dollar amount, and anytime somebody donates that amount or higher during your Give Local campaign, they will automatically be populated in here under the qualifying donors and donation and display. The only exception would be if a donor opted to remain anonymous, it would not show their name, it would simply show up as anonymous. And if you would prefer to manually enter all of your heroes for other purposes other than immediate Give Local donors, you would come in here and you would simply just go to Add Hero, type in the name of the individual or organization or business that you want to give a special shout out to, and then you would hit Add. From there, it's also important to note that you would need to do a little bit more managing of how this information appears on your story page. You would want to go ahead and check out your setup fundraising page, and down on in the optional content, in the add content zones, there will be a section labeled heroes, and that is where you will get to go ahead and you can edit a little bit more information on what heroes mean to your organization and how you want to display them. For more details, you can check out our other video titled Optional Content Zones for more information. Going back to the incentives, we're going to hop into talking about matches. So matches are a type of incentive that offers extra funds towards a goal when a donor donates. This encourages donors by making them feel their donation is more impactful to a cause. Matches are often supported by sponsors, such as local businesses, large individual donors, or pooled funds from several individuals, such as your board. So match funds work when a sponsor provides a single sum of funds that will be used to quote-unquote double a gift made through your Give Local story. So each time someone makes an online gift to your story, the gift will be matched dollar for dollar using the match funds provided by the sponsor. This will happen until all the funds are used. If you have multiple match funds live at the same time, each donation will be matched by all funds. So looking at how that works, we would click in to view a match. We have the name of the match or the sponsor, the description of potentially why they did it, and how much the funds will be matched up to. It will be shared, and we have the dollar payout amount, match multiplier 1 by 1. So essentially it would be every time somebody donates, there would be a subtraction. So if somebody donated $50, match amount remaining would drop down to $950. You do not have to worry about any of this and in the editing process, as that is all handled through the Community Foundation staff. So a few important notes regarding match funds, and these are all per the Give Local guidelines that you can check out either on spsgives.org or on the Community Foundation website. So it is important to note that only Community Foundation staff may add a match fund to your Give Local story. So while you can come in here and you can look at the available matches, how much funds are still left to be paid out, you cannot edit anything. Another thing to note is that match fund sponsors, so the person or organization who is donating the large sum of money to be named as a fund, They must pay those funds directly to the Community Foundation of South Puget Sound prior to 5 p.m. on the last day of Give Local if you want it to be counted towards your bonus fund percentage. If you want a little bit more details on how the sponsor can make those payments to the Community Foundation, please direct them to the Give Local donor FAQ for payment details, or you can just contact Community Foundation staff directly. Match funds that are sent directly to a participating nonprofit or sent after Give Local has concluded will not be counted towards your bonus fund percentage. If a match fund sponsor sends the funds directly to a participating nonprofit, it can still be added as a matching fund incentive. The participating nonprofit will need to send the Community Foundation staff the following information. You'll need to send us a picture of the donation, such as the check or an online receipt of payment, confirmation of the amount to be used for the match fund, if the sponsor wishes to remain anonymous, or how they would like to be publicly acknowledged, so this name, and if there is some sort of summary as to why the sponsor is providing the match. So that would be like this little section right here. If you have any further questions about matches, please feel free to, or heroes, please feel free to contact Community Foundation staff.